Getting suggested by YouTube. That's right. That's what we're talking about today. And if you're curious and interested and focused on getting views on YouTube, you're probably going to want to listen to this. I'm going to be talking about how that all works, why YouTube suggests videos, and how you can do it for yourself. I'm Benji Travis. Welcome to Video Influencers. And exactly what I'm talking about is what we do. We try to get our videos suggested by YouTube. And there's a couple of things I wanted to share with you guys. So here are some of our top viewed videos on the platform, and as you guys can see, two of these videos specifically have a million plus views, and a lot of those are from suggested videos, if not a majority, or at least most of them. So powerful, and it's so underrated. And we talk about search and satisfaction, where you use YouTube as a platform to deliver content that people are searching for, but suggested videos is where it's at, you guys. I'm going to be diving into it today. I'm excited to get into it. I just want to say hi to everybody on here. Sparks Family TV, Cricket, Vegan Games, what's going on? Hit that like button and let's do this, guys.
This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
Woo! And everyone, I want you to leave comments, not just in the chat area, but in the comments area, and let me know what your questions are, because we're going to be doing a Q&A at the very end, just like we always do. But just want to say good morning to everybody, and I'm excited to do this because I believe that a lot of people are confused and maybe frustrated with YouTube because their videos aren't getting views, right? Or maybe you've got an audience already, you've got lots of subscribers. In fact, Captain Joe was one of the first people in the chat, and he says, you know, ever since the algorithm changed, I haven't been getting the views that I used to get. It totally messed up how my subscribers get notified. And it's a big problem, obviously. But if you understand what is going on, it's not going to be a problem. In fact, it can benefit you because you can be one of the few people that are making it work in your favor. So let's talk about it. Suggested videos. Why it's important, because I think a lot of people don't realize the significance right now. So let's actually go to this. Why is this important? YouTube real estate. And what this is basically what you see when you go to YouTube. So here's a screenshot of my homepage when I go to YouTube. As you can see, there's only 10 videos that pop up. Top left, it says recommended. Basically the same thing as suggested. And these are videos that YouTube is recommending to me when I go on there. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to it. Two of these videos really stand out to me because one is an Avengers, like behind the scenes look with it looks like the directors, and the second one is Joe Rogan. I am not subscribed to those videos at all, but they show me those videos for whatever reason. Here's some screenshots of my phone, which, as you can see, have less real estate. There's 3 screenshots. Basically, these are 2 different swipes. One on the left, you can see my wife and my daughter there. They're smiling. That's a GIF. And the next video down is like a motivational video. Second screen, again, Joe Rogan shows up. We've got a little clip of Warren Buffett. And then there's a little post. It's not even a video. It's a post from Cardi B. I like listening to Cardi B once in a while. And then Tony Robbins. Why is this significant? And when it comes to YouTube real estate, there's only so much space that you're competing with the whole world for, and it's not even your subscription window. So going back to that comment about, you know, the algorithm throwing everybody off, well, actually is, because back in the day, people were so used to going to YouTube and seeing like the most trendy videos or videos from channels you're subscribed to. Now everything is based off of what YouTube is recommending to you, or suggested videos. And that's why I want to do this broadcast for you, because If you don't understand this, you're going to be completely lost. You're going to wonder what's going on, and you're just going to have a lot of animosity and frustration with YouTube when really it's a good thing. This is why it's a good thing. YouTube, or the algorithm, has figured out when they curate what goes out to the audience, they get people to stay on the platform for a lot longer rather than randomly throwing stuff based off whatever is maybe popular or whatever you're subscribed to even. So one thing that's hard for a lot of creators to swallow is the fact that maybe the reason people aren't watching your videos is because maybe your videos have fallen out of their interest, which can happen. I mean, I've been on this platform for a very, very long time, and I can tell you this, there's a lot of channels I was subscribed to before that I don't even watch. And I'm going to dive into this stuff. It's really interesting, but if you're getting a lot of value, hit that like button. As you guys know, this is Video Influencers, but if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. We got videos just like this, and we go live all the time. All right, how does YouTube suggest videos? Number one thing is what you search for. Pretty basic. You know, if you search for a certain type of recipe, if you search for food in general, it's going to send those kind of videos to you next time you go onto the site. Or if you open up your app, again, that real estate of YouTube is so important because say for a whole day, you're looking at just food videos. You guys probably can relate to this, or go to your, after this broadcast, of course, after this video, go to your YouTube app or go to the desktop, or if you can pull up a computer right now, you can see it. It's going to suggest videos that probably you searched for before. Now I'm going to get into some examples here of what I've searched for and my viewing behavior, but that's number one, okay? Because they know if you've searched for it that you're probably going to be interested in it again, if not for the long term. Basic, not rocket science here. Going back to that screenshot right here. These videos. So number one, it's Hans Zimmer. I searched for Hans Zimmer music. I love Hans Zimmer. Next one is 2 hours epic music. I like listening to epic music when I work. And the last one is Gary Vee. Those arrows all show videos that are showing up based on things I've searched. That is really powerful because that happens every single time I go onto YouTube. I wouldn't show you that if I thought like just maybe this was unique to me. I believe you guys can relate to this, that when you open up YouTube or on your phone or on the desktop, that this same thing is happening. It's like YouTube knows, right? And that's why you got to be careful what you search for, because it's going to know you're searching for it, and it's going to try to give you more of those things. All right, moving on. Next is viewing behavior. So obviously, this isn't, again, this is like pretty obvious. If you're watching something similar to what you're searching for, or there's something specific that you're into, it's going to keep putting that in front of you because it wants to keep you watching more and more videos. But I want to show you something here. Remember those two videos? What's interesting about that is I don't ever search for Avengers stuff. I never searched for Joe Rogan, yet it showed it to me because that is something they know when they put it in front of me, even without me wanting it or searching for it, that I will watch it. Huge confession that I'm sure a lot of you are going through right now. Avengers is exciting to me, and I can't wait for it to come out. And whenever a trailer comes out, you know, it always finds its way through ads or whatever. I will watch the trailer. And because of it, I watch other Avengers behind the scenes Easter egg kind of videos. Excuse me here. Same thing with Joe Rogan. You guys saw that Joe Rogan thumbnail? I don't search for Joe Rogan. In fact, I'm not even subscribed to Joe Rogan, yet it shows it to me because I do like listening to Joe Rogan, like his podcast, and once in a while those snippets are just perfect little bite-sized pieces of video. All right, going back to this, it gets even more significant. I'm not subscribed to those two channels at all, yet it shows me videos like that all the time. More significantly, 8 out of 10 videos I'm not subscribed to. The only two are, one is Tim Schmoyer's channel, Video Creators, and second one, Mulligan Brothers, again, another motivational channel. Remember what I mentioned earlier about your subscribers not getting notified? Might be true. Because it's really those two things that are are kind of leading the pack when it comes to how videos get pushed out to people. And it doesn't matter if you're subscribed to somebody or not subscribed. Oftentimes that window, whether it's on my phone or on the computer, is full of videos from channels that I'm not subscribed to. And I actually purposely don't subscribe because I don't want to see those videos because it's so tempting. I will just watch and watch and watch. And I think that's kind of the point of suggested videos, is the fact that YouTube is really smart, and that algorithm is creeping into your psychology and it knows what you want to watch. Moving on, watch time dominant. So again, YouTube is going to show you stuff that you watch a lot of. Like most of the videos. So there's a lot of these documentary channels. Whenever I am subscribed to some documentary channels, and they put out like 7 to 15-minute videos. And this is the thing, when they put out those videos, I will watch almost the whole thing, like literally to the very last second. And that's very, very significant. So just keep that in mind when you're creating videos for yourself, that is really important, and the algorithm knows this, and they're going to suggest videos where there's a lot of audience retention. All right, longest session. So it's not just about watch time for one video, but it's like what other videos you're going to watch. I like to call this the rabbit hole effect. So, we talked about Joe Rogan. Man, sometimes if I'm not busy, or maybe even when I am busy, but I'm like procrastinating, I will watch 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 Joe Rogan videos. If they're just so interesting. He is an interesting person, and he's got interesting guests on his podcast, and some of the facts that come out there and the information is really good. You guys let me know. Hit like if you agree that Joe Rogan, number one, is an amazing person and it's a great podcast. But if you can relate to this, it's like YouTube knows who you are. Keisha, what's going on? Cricket, what's going on? Let me know. Are you guys, what's up? Sean's here? What's up, Sean? Joshua, what's going on? But can you guys literally relate to what I'm saying about what YouTube is doing, delivering content that really tempts you and gets you to watch many videos, even though that's not what you went to YouTube for? Yeah, Heather with the thumbs up, AbFab, yep, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, I mean, I could just stop there and I could just let you go off into the world and figure it out because, hey, Gusto, thank you so much, man. Gusto Classico just gave a super chat. Goose, friend of ours. In fact, we have an interview with him. You should go check it out. It's in our library. Appreciate that super chat and supporting us. But just that alone will probably change how you create videos, because ultimately what YouTube is trying to do, it's suggesting videos people want to watch. So if you're creating content that you think is great, which it might be, but people aren't watching it, it's probably because people aren't watching it. It's that simple. And you might have to change something up. Now, there might be other things, optimization, title, thumbnail, all those things. Well, we're going to get into it, but that is the reality. And it's really hard to swallow that if you feel like you've got great content and it's not getting out there to your subscribers, number one, or two, just people in general. Are you getting value out of this? Hit that like button and comment below what kind of content YouTube pulls up that you're tempted by and leads you into the rabbit hole of a long viewing session. Because I know there's plenty of stuff. And I literally on my app will say not interested on things I'm actually interested in, but because I don't want them to show it to me. It's like they're just so good. And I think that's the nature of all social media apps. They're trying to feed you, those things that just keep you entertained. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. How to get YouTube to suggest your videos. Basically what everybody wants to know. And we're going to get into it. Number one, specific niche and audience. So what do I mean by this? Make sure you're creating videos for a specific person. And what you want to do is be very, very targeted, very sniper, very clear about exactly who you're trying to reach, exactly what type of person, viewer, what are they searching, and then create content that's so specific to that search, to that interest, and satisfy that search. We talk about this, search and satisfy. And you need to be that niche, because when you do that, not only is YouTube going to suggest your your videos to other people, but you could become suggested off of other people's videos who line up with that. In fact, one of the biggest hacks, and this is one thing I'm going to dive into more as I go on, so definitely stay tuned, everyone, is what's powerful about search is you can hit up anybody if you got great content, you know how to optimize. But if you have a great video that is doing that already, you could piggyback on another person's viral video and gain tons of traffic from it. Let me show you what I'm talking about as I move on. Number 2, analytics and understanding. So what you got to do is dive into your analytics. Let's actually go into mine. So when I go into one of my videos who's getting a lot of views from suggested videos, down there to the left, bottom left, you can see there's a lot of videos who are sending people my way. And this is what I want to know. I want to know where they're coming from. So obviously those videos, you can actually click on all those videos and see the actual videos themselves, make it super easy. I want to know who it is. So I'm watching those videos, trying to figure out, what type of person is watching it and why might they be going to my videos, and then ask myself why that video not only are people watching, but makes them want to go to my video. So what you're going to do is kind of reverse engineer it. And this is why uploading consistently and creating opportunities for this analytics and data observation is key. It is key. All right, let's move on here. Going back to our video. So what I was talking about is this. What you want to create based on your analytics and observations, there's 2 things to it. Number 1, if you're putting up videos and it's getting a lot of views, and that one has got 1.7 million views, you want to create videos that will complement it. So Sean and I, we've created series of videos for beginners. We knew that we want to reach beginners, or videos are complementary to that. So those ones to the left, how to make money with a small channel, how to rank on YouTube. Those are videos most likely probably happening, because I know they're like being suggested on top of each other for those people who we were targeting in the first place with that number 1 video. And so what's powerful about that is our own videos are suggesting our own videos. And this could create a rabbit hole viewing session that just can go on and on and on. And this is why you want a lot of videos. All right, next thing to do to make sure you get suggested by YouTube. Optimize and have clarity. So these are the basics we talk about all the time, but it doesn't change, and it's just important for getting suggested. You want to have videos. Now, this is a great example of a video where I had clarity. You know those Starbucks egg bites that everybody loves? In fact, I don't know if you're one of those people, but oftentimes I'll go to Starbucks and they're sold out of those egg bites. It's a sad moment, because that's the perfect protein, and it's a perfect breakfast on the go. All right, enough about that. But I wanted to create a video for those people that are on paleo diets, that like the protein, and those egg bites are perfect. So I created a recipe for those people. As you guys can see, it's a very specific title, sous vide egg bites, because that's exactly how they say it at Starbucks. That's what people know it by. There's a thumbnail that shows the egg bites. It's very, very clear what those are, and that those are egg bites, and great clear content. Now, that video on the screenshot, it shows 233 views. That video alone has almost 45,000 views on it. And it's because of exactly that. People are searching for something, they're satisfied by it, but what's also happening is it's being suggested to my viewers because they know it's great content. My viewers are into that kind of stuff, and it's piggybacking off of other videos around that same type of, I guess, philosophy of eating like a high protein diet, whatever, right? Or people that are into cooking, but clear vision of who it was for. Great content. That it's got to be great content that people actually watch the whole video or majority of the video. Good title that's clear, thumbnail that just enhances the title, intrigues people to come in. So in terms of food, right? All basic stuff, but you got to do it every single time. Next, upload a lot. You got to upload a lot. What can I say? We've already talked about the power of it. Here's a view of our videos on video influencers here. Here's another view. Here's another view. Here's another view. Is there another view? Yes, and there's another view. Lots and lots of videos. You get the point. And by the way, that was only like a year back. We've been doing this for 5 years on this channel alone. By the way, if you guys have been here since the beginning or have been subscribed for a while, thank you very much. We appreciate it. But the point I'm trying to make here is we've got a lot of videos because there are a lot of hooks in the sea. And there are a lot of videos that we can look at and look at the data and figure out what videos are working, where those views are coming from, and we optimize and then we improve. So you got to upload a lot. I mean, I was watching somebody else's video. They're like another YouTube expert, and they're like, I know it's so cliche, and don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with, uploading consistently. So this is the thing you really need to do. The reality is, yes, you do need to upload a lot, especially if you're a beginner. Remember, Sean and I have been uploading to YouTube way before this channel. We've been uploading for a decade, 20 years combined. So we were on the platform, I want to say 7 years before we started this channel, maybe 6 years, maybe 7 years, right? And all those uploads gives you practice. But more importantly, specifically to suggested video views, it gives you data about what you're doing and where your views are coming from. So right here, go into our analytics. This is our traffic sources. If you go to traffic sources, you can see where your views are coming from. And because we have a lot of videos, we get a lot of data. Right there, suggested videos. That is the #1 source of views right now for our channel, at least in the last year. I think in the last month, it kind of switches between search and suggested views. But this is data, and when I click into it, it gives me a ton of videos. Let's see, what's it? So that list of videos, those are all videos that are suggesting my videos. Now, what's powerful about that list, a majority of those videos are our own videos. So our own videos are suggesting our videos back to it. And this is why this is powerful. Not only are you getting suggested when people go onto the app, people are going onto the desktop and just going to YouTube in general, like bam, first thing you see, recommended videos, suggested videos. Secondly, when you actually watch a video, those videos to the right of the screen on desktop, those videos below on the app, suggested videos, a lot of our own videos are there underneath our videos. But in those analytics, you get some gold nuggets sometimes, because sometimes there's other videos who are suggesting your videos. Now, it's not like that creator is like, hey, I want to give Benji and Sean some views, I'm going to suggest them. No, this is YouTube doing it. And what I just talked about having clarity of who you're trying to reach, clarity in your content. This is why, by the way, a little break here. This is why the second chapter in our book, YouTube Secrets, which by the way is out on audiobook. Give us a thumbs up if you've already gotten it. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't gotten it, and you are going to get it. But the second chapter, we talk about clarity, because when it comes to YouTube, it's just a machine. It's a computer that they need that clarity to know how to deliver your videos to who to deliver it to. So all this is, see how all this is coming together? Why suggested videos are based off of many different variables, and one of them being that clarity of content. I forget where I was going with all this, but going back to this list right here, a lot of these videos are our own videos, but you might find that a lot of those videos are other people's videos. When you have a breakout hit, you'd like to think that it's because your video was awesome, but sometimes it's because not only was it awesome, but it was being suggested by another video that's going even more viral. I can tell you this actually worked for my wife and I for her beauty channel. Now, it's not my beauty channel, it's hers, but I manage all the behind the scenes stuff, business aspects of what she was doing. And when she would have like a viral video, like one of them literally had 20 million views, it was because it was being suggested off of another video that got 100 million views. So suggested videos are really powerful. All right, let's move on here. And then lastly, you research and improve. We've been talking about diving into your own analytics, but let me explain what I mean by this. When you type in how to get views on YouTube, right, which is a popular topic, one of the videos that comes up is right here, how to grow with 0 views and 0 subscribers. Looks like Daryl E's video, but it's not. It's Tim Schmoyer's video. I believe it has like 6, maybe 5 million views. It's got a lot of views, right? But you go into it, and this is Tim Schmoyer's video. It's an amazing video. It's got 6 million plus views, and he does a great job teaching people. But look at this. And by the way, I'm signed out on this, so this is incognito, so this is general and it's universal. Look at the video it's suggesting. It's that video I showed you in the very beginning, the one that's got 1.7 million views. We're piggybacking off of Tim Schmoyer. Now, when we did this, we weren't specifically looking at Tim Schmoyer's video and say, hey, we're going to create a video that's going to get suggested by that video. No, we just created a video that was so clear, that was doing such a great job satisfying whatever search people had or the interests people are looking at on this platform that lined up with that video, and it's being suggested. That's why it sucks, by the way, that so many videos, for the most part, don't get a lot of views, and so few get a ton of views. But it's because at the end of the day, it goes back to that watch time, that audience retention, session time. YouTube, like, it's just simply a computer. And if it sees a video that gets more watch time than others, it's going to try to put that in front of you, because they know when you go into Tim's video, you're going to probably watch a lot. And when you go to the next video, which is our video, you're probably going to watch that. Let's move on there. As you can see, our videos being suggested again, going back to the rabbit hole effect. Is this all making sense? Hit like. I'm going to chat with you guys for a second because I just want to make sure I'm making sense. Jordan says, so helpful. Thank you so much. The game overture kept up a steady stream of traffic, was really cool. This is why Joshua, what's going on? Mom's balling on a budget. I love the name. Is it by tags or by title? I'll have to answer that later. Everyone's saying yes. Yes. Fire. We got fireworks. What's up? Sierra says, I'm a YouTuber. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm going to get to the Q&A after this. I just want to make sure that you're understanding the significance of suggested videos, because I think that it's so under the radar. Partly because most people don't understand specifically what that means and that recommend videos and how that all works, but also you're not diving into your analytics. If you go into your analytics, what you'll probably find, especially if you're somebody that gets a lot of views or gets enough views or has a lot of views and once in a while have a breakout hit, oftentimes it's because another video is recommending it. All right, going back to this. As you can see, we're creating our own rabbit hole of video views. You go and uploading works a lot. It works well. So this is why you got to upload a lot around the same topic, around the same niche for the specific person. And that's what Sean and I do. When we batch produce, we're doing that. Now you go into that video, and unfortunately, I don't know who that is, but they're being suggested. But this is the point I'm trying to make for this part of my suggestion, how to get suggested. As you could see, there was a girl that had a video that's being suggested, and she's got a whole bunch of views. I think almost 1 million. I don't know. It's a lot of views, right? This is going to my final point: research and improve. So we create content for you, because we know that you're trying to work YouTube, you're trying to get views, you're wanting subscribers, create a business, have opportunity to monetize and create this lifestyle. We know this. We've been there. We've started channels multiple times. So we create content based off of that, and that's that search and satisfaction. But there's another way you can really dominate and take it to another level, being suggested by another view. So what you do is go into YouTube, search around your content type, your niche, your industry, look at competitors. I don't look at them as competitors. To me, it's colleagues, because YouTube is so like big, and there's so many people that are desperate and hungry for videos around specific topics and interests. There's plenty of opportunity to go around. But to be simply straightforward, let's just talk about competitors. If you see one of your competitors and have a great video, your goal is, after you research what video it is, to go in, watch that video, use tools like vidIQ, by the way. The reason you want to use vidIQ, I'm going to switch it up here for a second and show you exactly what I'm talking about. The reason you want to use vidIQ is, here we go. You want to be able to see, let's go, I don't know, powerful soundtracks, okay? So vidIQ, this is a video called Powerful Soundtracks, and vidIQ right here to the right is going to show you what their tags they're using, which is awesome. It's going to give you some data around it. This is a horrible video to research with vidIQ, but the point being, vidIQ makes research really easy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to see what it's all about. As you can see, it's just a music video with screen captures of songs in it, right? But what I'm trying to accomplish here is, when I see a video like that, I want to figure out and understand why it's working. Why is it getting a ton of views, especially if it's around my niche or my audience? And I want to recreate that, but make it even better. And maybe make that video more specific to a smaller audience, more niche, but make it not just better, but hopefully increase watch time. Remember what I said about the algorithm? If you create the exact same video, now you don't want to literally verbatim, word for word create a video. I'm just saying, like, around that same topic, and you want to crush that video in terms of the quality, the B-roll, whatever it is. If you're information, give even more information, even more relevant information. If you're, a vlogger, maybe you do it in a way that's even more whatever it is, and try to increase that watch time. So if there's a video out there around something that you create, it's dominating, but it's only 8 minutes. Create a similar video, if it has to do with your channel, obviously, and is relevant for your audience, and make it 10, 12 minutes. See, one of the reasons why live is so crushing it is because even though there's not a lot of, you guys know, let me know how many of you guys have been watching for a long time. Like, literally put the amount of minutes you've been watching this, because it'll be crazy, the numbers that you see. I really want to know too. I'm gonna maybe Gabby, we can figure out who answers this and maybe do a deep dive into their channel at the end of this. But put how many minutes you've been watching this broadcast, right? Point I'm trying to make is, when you go live, you create a lot of watch time, these long sessions of staying on YouTube. And it's the same thing when you're creating videos that are going to compete around these other videos. And if YouTube knows that you get a lot of audience retention, that you create a lot of watch time based on that, you'll not only get suggested, but maybe you'll actually knock them off the hill and be the first thing that is shown on search. Point being, this has worked for us. I want to just show you what I'm talking about here. So yeah, specific niche and audience. Make sure you know who you're reaching out to, who it's for, and create content for that person. 2, analyze your data and understand what is working, what videos are sending traffic your way. Next, optimize and have clarity. Of course, it's all about the content. I can't stress that enough. All these hacks, all these tips, all these principles to success will not work if your video sucks. So make sure you create amazing content that people actually want to watch. All right, next, optimize and have clarity, we talked about that. 4, upload a lot. It takes a lot of hooks in the sea to be able to catch on. One thing I want to mention is that video that got 1.7 million views, and then the other one that was in that same series that got again another 1 million plus views. We didn't know those videos were going to do so well. We kind of knew that they would do better because our audience is looking for that beginner content, but it just caught that algorithm, and it caught the wave of Tim's video. So this is, again, another reason why you need to take suggested videos seriously, and this strategy does work. Lastly, you've got to research and improve. You've got to not only do that for your own stuff, but research what's working for other people and create content that's better than theirs. Yes, it's a competition. All right, YouTube secrets out on audiobook. Everything I'm talking about, all the videos we put out, you don't need to buy this book because it's all out here. And if we don't talk about it, somebody else is. The difference is it's all in one place, and now it's on audiobook, so you can listen to it while you're working out, when you're taking a walk, while you're cleaning in the kitchen, whatever. So it's out on audiobook, and it's got tons of interviews with YouTubers who have been crushing it on YouTube, and it's got our own experiences. So there's a lot packed into this little book. It's a short read. We're talking 3 to 5 hours for an average reader. You can listen to the audiobook probably in one day. If you're like me and like I get obsessed with topics and I listen to audiobooks all day. So make sure you guys pick that up. Hit that like button and let's take some questions. All right, Gabby, Jordan, let's see what questions we've got. So first off, just want to acknowledge some super chats here. Canada 4, $4.99 super chat. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the information and hard work. Daily Driven H2. Thanks for the help and tips. Help my channel a lot. So glad to hear that. Goose, thank you so much for your super chat. And we got some questions. So this is Video Influencers. If you guys are new to this channel, we would love for you guys to hit like, comment below with your questions because we try to answer as many as possible after the broadcast. And make sure you subscribe. We got videos like this coming out every single week, and our goal is to help you crush it with YouTube specifically. And we even wrote a book. So go to Amazon, check it out. YouTube Secrets. All the links, by the way, for everything I talked about, vidIQ is down below. We've got a couple courses down there. You can go dive into it. So first question, and it is from Crypto's Chain, and it says, what's more important in a video you upload? It's likes or number of comments due to high interaction. Okay, so let's talk about engagement. If you guys don't know what that term means, it means what people do with your video based on what they watch or what they see or how they enjoy it, right? So that's the like button, which by the way, press it. 2, commenting down below. We would like you to comment. And 3, sharing, right? Or other aspects of it. You know, it's hard to say because YouTube is so much more organic now. The algorithm is looking at different variables compared and combined with other variables. I almost always say that comments are the most powerful because it takes more time. And that's why I appreciate when you guys do leave a comment, because that's attention you're giving and that's questions you're delivering to us, and it's helping to create this community. So always comments are better, but you definitely want likes too. The thing about a like, it's easy to do, which hopefully you guys are doing it right now. All right, next question. Gusto Classico says, when I don't publish for a week and my audience watch other YouTube channels sometimes and stop suggesting my content to them and suggest that content, any idea how to reach them again? Whoo! That is such a great question. This is why YouTube is a hustle. You got to work hard. This is one of the reasons why vloggers, specifically daily vloggers, my wife and I were daily vloggers, so I know this works. When you upload content regularly, YouTube wants to suggest you. They like pushing out videos that are most recent as long as they're relevant. So you just can't rest, which I know is a hard thing to hear, but that's the reality in the world. you don't just set it and forget it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are ways to create videos that might have some kind of monetization strategy, and it gets evergreen views, which means it gets views as you snooze. It keeps getting views for years and years, and you don't have to do very much. But at one point, people are going to start catching on that video is getting a lot of views. They're going to want to create content that also reaches that audience, and they're going to want that money too. That's just one example. Point being, the way you reach back to those viewers is you got to put out content. Another thing you can do is on social media, really engage with people. So stay connected through daily posts on Instagram, talk and have conversations on Twitter, really dedicate a amount of time to connecting with people. Does that make sense? But when it's all said and done, you got to just upload a lot of content. It's hard to hear because I know you work really hard on your videos and you would love to have a little breathing room, which you totally could if you upload quality content. Because this is the thing, if somebody just uploads really, subpar videos, it's not going to do well, okay? But there's a lot of competition now. There's a lot of people coming onto the platform that want to be YouTubers, that want to be influencers, and they want to capitalize on the opportunity here. So hopefully that helps you. All right. Mom's balling on a budget says tags or by title. By tag. Okay, it's all title. Just go with the most amazing title, whether it's optimized for that search or it's something very intriguing, but it doesn't stop at the title. Make sure the content is going to satisfy what people expect out of that video when they read that title. Bam! All right. A couple more questions. William says, some of my videos have more views than watch minutes. How do I get viewers entertained from the second the video begins? Well, as you saw at the beginning of this video, I'm grabbing your attention. I'm talking about a hook that makes you so intrigued, like, oh, I gotta watch this. Or maybe you tease them and say, hey, make sure you stay to the end of the video because I'm gonna be talking about a lot of tips, but at the end I'm gonna get a bonus tip. I didn't do that this time, which I know I should have done that. But more important than keeping their attention at the beginning, which by the way, the first 5 to 10 seconds has to be fire, has to be getting right to the point, or has to be very relevant to whatever the title and the thumbnail is. What you're trying to do is make sure all the video is really good. One thing I didn't mention earlier, when you're optimizing your videos, start cutting all the fat. It's just like losing weight. Let's be real. Most people don't want extra fat on them. Like some people are big boned or they're a little bigger. But when it comes down to it, we're trying to stay healthy, we're trying to stay lean, and we're trying to shed off those pounds. It's the same thing with YouTube. If there's moments in the video, if there's seconds in your content, if there's whole sections in your upload that are not relevant to that title, to that thumbnail, to the person that you're trying to target, then you need to delete it. J House Vlogs, Jeremy, my friend, he's a vlogger. He dominated. He literally gets tens of millions of views every month. I wouldn't be surprised if he's hit 100 million in a month. And that's what he did. He looked at his audience retention. He saw where the drop off was, and he deleted all the stuff from future episodes that was part of that audience drop. So they used to do this little session at the end of their day where they're talking to their audience, reflecting. For whatever reason, their audience did not like it. So you just cut it out. So really important. What was the question anyways? All right, so there you go. It's not just the beginning, it's the whole thing. And just excitement, energy, use B-roll, graphics, whatever you got to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about delivering what people expect and doing it really well. All right, last question here. Actually, do we got some super chats here? Twin Ship Toy says thanks at 6.5K on Insta, almost 2K on YouTube. Amazing. All right, last question. Cat Buddies TV. Hi, I got a question. Say if I uploaded a video and kept changing my video title and thumbnail, does it really improve the CTR or does it mess up the algorithm? Okay. I was told by somebody that's very smart, much smarter than me when it comes to YouTube. They said never change the title, which I agree with, especially in the beginning. Now, say you got an old video that you want to change the title because you want to experiment, go ahead. But with new videos, this is why it's so important that before you even upload, that you're doing research. And that's why we talk about docs and creating notes and making sure you have decided on the title that's going to be optimized for your content. In fact, in my world, that title is so key that it will influence the content I record, the things that I say. So just, you got to research, commit, and be patient. Okay. All right, I think that's it. I just wanted to say hi to a couple people: Twinship Toys, Netra, Epic Stack, Sparks Family TV, Shasella. Amazing. Actually, let's go back to some of those people who answered how many minutes they've been watching. Let's see here. I don't know how far up was it. Here we go. Rise Fishing Adventures, because I said I would dive into your channel, was watched for 13 minutes. See what I'm saying about going live? Really powerful. All right, let's go back to the video here. I'm going to search your video. I'm going to show everybody your channel here, because hopefully that's what you were looking for when you left the comment. Rise Fishing Adventures, 9 videos. So you're just getting started, seems. And I love it. Sea angling adventures from the southeast coast. I love that you're so specific about where you fish, right? And anybody that's interested in that, that's really cool. And your videos, very clear. I mean, these are simple thumbnails, but I got to give you credit. They're thumbnails that are relevant for what your channel is about. Now, one way you can level up, and I'm just assuming you want this constructive criticism. So, I haven't even seen your videos, is make thumbnails that are even more clear, right? So pool, harbor, flounder, and Brighton Marina Place sea fishing. I don't know who you're trying to reach or what your strategy is, but I would make sure that your thumbnail is bright. It's specific. I like that. It's just, I'm guessing that's a flounder, so it works. But, where you're at right now, and what is your name? What is your name? My wife's going to come in. Honey, you want to say hi? Want to say hi? So my wife is coming in. The most epic YouTuber I know. You're going to be super
so
short.
Hi. Where's the camera?
It's right there. That camera. She's not really this short. I'm just standing.
I want to do a fresh green juice delivery.
Fresh green juice delivery.
Say hi, Karen.
Hi. Hey, say hi. It's my daughter. She's also a vlogger.
Let's see how Daddy likes it.
Wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah. Can
Really
you guess
good.
the flavors?
Oh shoot, you didn't. No one saw you the whole time. Okay, come on.
That's cute.
All right, so this is my daughter. This is my wife Judy of It's Judy Time. We have a vlog channel called It's Judy's Life. Thank you for the green juice.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I'll let
All
you
right,
be.
sorry you guys. That was totally weird that you didn't see what I was talking about, but that was my wife Judy and my daughter Kira, and they just wanted to bring me a green juice. But going back to your channel, Rise Fishing Adventure, just got to keep uploading, and you'll learn from your experiences. The best tips, the greatest hacks, the tips, the strategies that are going to work best for you and your audience and your content, you're going to learn from your experience, from uploading and observing your data and improving every single time you upload. And I always say 100 videos minimum. All right, we're going to end this, and boom. Make sure you guys click over here for more videos just like this. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this session. Subscribe for more videos like this. As always, we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. I'm Benji Travis. I will talk to you later.